Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the What a Deck profile for the King Tiger Stun deck. I'm just going to go through and say everything in here, and then I'll explain its role in the deck. So we've got 3 Tiger King Wanghu, 3 Knight Dracolich, 2 Summoner Monk, 3 Al-Lumi'raj, 3 Unmasked Dragon, 3 Mechlord Emperor Wizel, or Wizel, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Upstart Goblin, 3 Pot of Duality, 2 Forbidden Chalice, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Burden of the Mighty, 2 Wonder Balloons, 3 Safe Zone, and 3 Call of the Haunted. For the extra deck, got Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust Spark Dragon, Baxia, Yazzie, Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Goyo, Red Wyvern, 2 Ragna Zero, a Silent Honor Arc, Giant Hand, Castell, number 17 Leviathan Dragon, and Wind Up Zenmanes. As for the side deck, I'll go over that afterwards. So, the point of this deck, it's obviously based around King Tiger Wanghu. His effect is to destroy all monsters with an attack equal to 1400 or less when they are normal or special summoned, which already takes care of quite a few things. He's kind of a staple in of himself against certain decks in certain formats. But what we're going to do is use effects to lower our opponent's attack below 1400. If you do that continuously, then if their attack is under 1400 when they're summoned, they'll be destroyed. So the main key with this is Al-Lumi'raj here. His name's actually misspelled on YGOPro. It's supposed to be with an A if you're trying to search that out. But yeah, all face-up monsters on the field will lose attack and defense equal to their level or rank times 300. With these two out, you pretty much can't summon anything. Everything will be less than 1400, so it'll be destroyed. You just want to make sure that you summon Illumi'raj first, and then Tiger King, otherwise Tiger King will blow up him. That's why we have Forbidden Chalice here. You can negate Tiger King's effect during your own turn, summon this without fear, and then, yeah, you're set. Alternatively, if you don't have this, or if you already have Tiger King, Burden of the Mighty and Wonder Balloons. Burden of the Mighty, each face-up monster your opponent controls will lose attack equal to its level times 100. And Wonder Balloons, once per turn, you can discard any number of cards to place balloon counters on this card for each card sent to the graveyard. All monsters your opponents control lose 300 attack for each balloon counter. So, this plus discarding any one card can set you up pretty well. This works pretty well. And I know they're like, oh, well, this doesn't work against Ixies. But the point is, if you have Tiger King and this out, most monsters they summon as the material are going to be destroyed before they can ever even Ixie summon. So, it ends up working out. In order to get out Illumi'raj, we play this Unmasked Dragon. It's when this card is destroyed by battle, special summon a worm-type monster with 1500 or less defense, and he's got 1500 or less defense worm. We also play this sort of as a tech, Knight Dracolich. He's another worm, 0 defense, and he's changed all attack position monsters that were special summoned from the main or extra deck to defense position, and those monsters lose defense equal to their original defense, so it becomes 0, essentially. So if they already have a field established, getting him out can allow you to attack over their extra deck monsters or their summoned from the deck monsters. Against Yang Zings, it just shuts them down pretty much completely. Summoner Monk is the only real way you have of searching Tiger King, because he can summon any level 4. He can also get out Knight Dracolich if you need to. He also lets you go into your rank 4 plays. And the reason we play the 2 Ragna Zero is because we have so much stuff that lowers attack, you can get his effect off pretty well. Emperor Wizel, the reason he's here, he's a level 1 with 2500 attack, and he can be summoned when one of your monsters is destroyed. So if it's late game and they Dark Hole, you can just get him out and be pretty good. Otherwise, just in general, any chance you have of getting him out, because Al-Lumi'raj is not going to hurt him that much. He only loses 300. So a 22 beater when everything else has like less than 1000 attack is just going to be like devastating. He can also once per turn negate a spell card your opponent activates, which is brutally devastating. If you can get him with Al-Lumi'raj and Tiger King, you're pretty set, because even if they Dark Hole Raigeki, you're just negating it. Effect Veiler's just here because I need some effect negation. I need a little bit more monsters. Upstart just to speed things up, because you really need to get Tiger King in the first couple turns or Al-Lumi'raj, otherwise you're kind of screwed. Same thing, Pot of Duality, you don't special summon a lot, or if you do, it's with Call of the Haunted, so Pot of the Duality works really well. Forbidden Chalice, again, more effect negation, but it also helps with that combo with Tiger King. Twin Twister, back row's really your only worry, and because we play 3 Call of the Haunted, you can discard your Tiger King and then summon it with Call of the Haunted, or your Knight Draco, anything really. That's how you can get your 2 monsters out on the field, and because you can do this during your opponent's turn, or more than likely you have to, especially if you're going first or whatever, Pot of Duality doesn't really interfere with that. The only reason we play Wonder Balloons at 2 is because obviously you have to discard things for it. If you're playing against a deck that Burden of the Mighty is not really effective against, I would recommend in the side deck having another Wonder Balloons, because 300 attack for discarding 1 card is really effective, especially with Tiger King, because that's putting things down a whole lot. And then Safe Zone. Use Safe Zone to protect your Tiger King or your illumi'raj. They can't attack directly if you have that on them, but oftentimes you don't have to. You can just slowly whittle them down. Or you could put it on them and then have Mech Lord Emperor Wizel. Another interesting combo, because when Safe Zone is destroyed, it'll destroy a monster. If you have like 2 Tiger Kings or 2 of these, you could put Safe Zone on it, blow it up with your own Twin Twister, and get Wizel, and then have a Wizel plus whatever. That's how you get your combo out. Alternatively, if you have a Tiger King already face up on the field, and you summon pretty much anything in this deck, like an Infect Veiler or Summoner Monk, anything but Draco Lich, it'll be destroyed, and then you'll get Wizel's effect. So you can have Tiger King plus Wizel. So that's pretty much everything. The extra deck, Al-Lumi'raj is a tuner, Effect Veiler is a tuner. Mostly I made level 7s during the What a deck, occasionally level 6 because you got this other level 3 here. The only way you can make a level 8 is if you have a 4, a 3, and Effect Veiler. So I put a couple in there, but I never went into them. So these 3, they're just generic. You can put any level 8 you want in there. Yazzie is good because when it's destroyed, you can special summon Knight Draco Lich or Al-Lumi'raj from your deck because they're worm type. Synchro Dragon, Clearwing is obviously going to defend you some more, Black Rose to clear the field, and then just Goyo and Red Wyvern. And the rest of these are just rank 4s and 3s. We have 4s and 3s, so I wanted to put a little bit of options in there. As for the side deck, aside from the 1 Wonder Balloons I mentioned, you might want to side deck another Forbidden Chalice. It's good against certain things. It's better than Effect Veiler. Likewise, if they don't have a lot of monster effects, if they're more running trap heavy, you want to swap out for your Forbidden Lances, maybe for your Chalices. And if they have no spell traps, then you want to get rid of your Twin Twisters and replace this with Wall of Disruption. This is when your opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters lose 800 for every monster they control. So that'll make, in addition to whatever you already have lowering their attack, this will be the clincher. This will put them at 0. Raigeki's always nice to have. Again, an extra Effect Veiler, because sometimes it's better than Chalice. And then these are just a couple other options. The other Mech Lord Granel's pretty good. I ran him at 1 for a while, but I eventually decided to get rid of him for another Forbidden Chalice. Naturia Fruitfly is another all face-up monsters, lose 300 attack and defense. He's just a nice, if you wanted more monsters in this build, he can help lower their attack too. Him with Tiger King is a nice combo. And then there's these 3 worm monsters. Giant Pearfish, who let you summon a level 4 or lower worm from the deck by discarding a monster. Mystery Shell Dragon, which has 2,000 attack, and Metaphys Arm Dragon, which has 2,800 attack. And because all of these have less than 1,500 defense, you can summon them with Unmasked Dragon. So playing them at 1 is a decent idea if you don't have your Tiger King out or you don't have a Illumi'raj, to just be able to go into something with 2,800 attack, or that can summon out something else, or just 2,000 beat stick. Just something to consider. So I hope you guys enjoyed this What a Deck profile. Next week I'll be here with something I think going to be like Mirror Force Dragon Turbo or something with Fang of Citrius or Cridia, whatever it's called. Anyway, until then, good luck, have fun.